Hey guys. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I'm gonna be trying to beat my high score live. And, yeah, I'm gonna be doing custom games because I want to do. Basically, what I want to do is I want to do custom games because I think Hellhounds is the way to go. Survival. I'm gonna try not to talk a lot since I have to concentrate on the high rounds, but enable hellhounds and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh yeah, if you hear my doorbell and you hear a good night, it's my mom, so yeah. Yeah, she has a habit of saying goodnight and all that, though. Yeah. I'm gonna try and beat my high score live. And, I was gonna be talking about some stuff with you. I don't think anything. Grape soda connected. Can't play with the music on because YouTube will copyright, so gotta make do with the mystery box in the cage, the alleyway. That'll be good. On the high end rounds, I'll talk less and stuff like that. This is This is going for a record books. I'm not trying to beat a world record. I'm trying to like beat my own record, and my highest round is 35. And so this is the safest place to hoard. So I should probably hoard here. Later rounds to be good. I think the perk jingles aren't copyrighted since I can't control them. So I'm gonna make sure I'm far away from the perk machines while the jingle goes off. Can't take any risks. I'm gonna grab a wall gun just for points, just for sake of points. I think my strategy is the first priority is Juggernaut. Gotta make sure I get that first. Make sure Juggernaut is the very first priority. Make sure I get that first before I get the box and anything like that. I'm getting about like 3,300 worth of points to pull that off.
Double points.
Gotta utilize that. Where's the zombie at? I need to utilize those max points. Typically on pre-recordings, I don't talk since it's all about concentrating and stuff. But when I'm live, I will talk, give commentary, and all that. So I do have quite a bit. So work was great. The week was great. if you guys don't know what I do, is I work in food service at a high school, and typically the students are nice. Like, it's good to have nice students. Well, obviously they are nice to you because you're giving them food, and obviously, what? So, messes always happen all the time, and there is this, one... So basically, there's a new rule about the G6, is you can't... There's a new policy saying that you can't, like, we can't, charge extra for food. I get it, they're hungry, whatnot, and, so there's this kid, I'm not gonna name names because I don't know any names, and, I mean, high schoolers, oh man, they're hungry. I think, personally, I think you know, higher hormones and stuff like that, you have a monster appetite, but, yeah. I would suck at the cash register because I just charge them extra for that sitting, but I'll get in trouble. Next week is gonna be great. I got many more work stories from last week, and I'll be sharing them throughout the stream to add some commentary. Talking about cartoons, I'm gonna talk about cartoons now. Basically, one of my favorite cartoons is SpongeBob, and this is my favorite kids cartoon I watch to this day. And basically, that's what I like. And well, my favorite adult cartoon right now is Little Demon. It's a really good cartoon. If you like the underworld and stuff like that, it's a good cartoon. Especially about this girl, this devil's child in a girl's body, and so the last episode dealt with eating disorders. It got my waterworks going because I was like, man. I'm happy that adult cartoons and kids cartoons don't go such a. I'm like, man, what is this? Oh. Like, cool. Why not? Little Demon, the newest episode. Yeah, it's a good adult cartoon. Plus, it's fan service. They're playing fan service. Because it's solely. I think cable's getting chill and stuff. Oh, it's TVMA. Let's just do that. My second favorite adult cartoon is Archer. Even though season 13 is okay, even season 13 is okay, but it's still a good cartoon more or less. I'm a hardcore fan of Archer because I'll watch any parody, any fan art and stuff like that about it. I'm looking for the fan art of Archer, and his go-to weapon, his go-to Glock and stuff, guacamole and stuff. That's what I get it at. On the topic of cartoons, I also like anime. If you like anime, then it's cool because I like anime. Like, basically, my favorite one.
Fetch me their swords.
The anime I just finished was Be the Beginning. I think it's about a killer and killers and stuff. The first season was about a killer who killed criminals. I mean, vigilante. He's being a vigilante, but like leave the killing to the law and stuff. Leave it to jails and stuff like that. That's the anime I recommend watching if you're into that type of stuff. I'm not spoiling it.
Max ammo.
So, yeah, there's that. I'm gonna start on the topic to video games now. So my first favorite video game is Black Ops 2 right now. I'm streaming because I love the game so much. And I'm thinking I had to stream this because I love broadcasting my me attempting to reach my high round, me attempting to get a new high score on this. And so Black Ops 2 Zombies, I've been obsessed with it lately. Cause I've been watching like a lot of zombies YouTubers, and they've been going back to Black Ops 2. I'm like, oh hey, this is inspiring. Let me do it. So yeah, I'm not gonna become a zombies YouTuber by any means, but like I really like the game. I'm sticking with the variety of games. Also, the tied for first place is Toontown. I really like Toontown, and I'm gonna be doing Toontown videos soon as this Clash update comes out, which is pretty cool. I mean, I've been playing Toontown since 2003. That's insane. Like, nothing can beat Toontown or Black Ops 2. Second place is right now is so my second favorite game right now is Walking Dead Telltale. I'll tell you about the game, so spoiler alert. So spoiler alert right here. I don't. So basically, so the first season is you play as Lee Effort in The Walking Dead, and you're in behind the cop car, and Lee Effort's like, hey, he got, so basically the reason why he's in the back of a cop car, because he was going to jail because he killed someone who slept with his wife. Obviously he should have went after his wife, be mad at her, but you know, men will be men, and they will like fight for their ladies and stuff. So like basically he killed the mayor who was like sleeping with his wife, and he got jail time. And they're on their way to jail, and the cop kept talking to him about his cases and stuff like that. I mean, obviously he's not paying attention to the road because he wants to keep an eye on Lee. He's handcuffed to the back of the car, so he's not gonna go anywhere if he wanted to be honest. Like, he's literally handcuffed and he can't go anywhere. And this cop, he does not see the walker, and he was telling about this one case about this guy he would kill his wife and stuff, and stuff like that, and like, man, this is brutal. And I'm like, okay, cool, why not? This is brutal. And after the car crashes, Lee busts his leg pretty bad. You know, not sure. Good thing he's in the back, because the back is back of a cop car is safer than in front, because like you're not going anywhere. So basically, he breaks out of the cop car, so he finds a shotgun in a shell, and basically what Lee does is he undoes his handcuffs because he wants to get out of there so he can be free, and he drops the handcuffs. Obviously, if you don't know if someone's going to rise from the dead, you gotta be quickly about it, because you know, if you drop something, make noise, they will definitely not appreciate that, because the dead likes noise, because they're attracted to noise. So one rule about The Walking Dead or any zombie games or any zombie stuff is don't use guns. Call of Duty is the exception because it's all about guns, but I'm talking about like survival zombie games and stuff like that. So after Lee undoes his handcuffs, gets free, the cop comes back from the dead, and basically the cop comes back from the dead, and he jump scares him, and he goes back to the cop car and he grabs a gun, he grabs the shotgun and the shell, and he's scared, so he drops the shell and he puts that back into the shotgun, and he's freaking out, and he just shot a man. Obviously, he's not alive anymore. He's a zombie, and so Lee thought he shot a man, but he didn't shoot a man. He shot a walker. So obviously the noise drives in the undead, which is not good, because like, if you know any zombie game, you cannot like rely on your shotguns and stuff. And so basically he sees Clementine in the distance. He does not know it's her because they haven't met yet, and he's like, there has been a shooting, because you know he shot a dead man. Obviously he does not know it's a walker. He only knows he shot another man. He killed another man. And basically, if there has been a shooting, you're gonna reach out to a figure you do not know. So what he does is he waits out to a figure, and the figure runs off. And then the zombies come. He's like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Honestly, he does not call them that, because the Walking Dead rule is you call them walkers. And so basically what he does is he runs away. He climbs over a fence into Clementine's house, into Clementine's front yard. Obviously, he does not know that, and basically, he gets up. He's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he opens the door, he goes inside the house to look for help. And what he does is he goes into the house and he sees nobody. And basically he finds a walkie-talkie, then he goes messages. He learns her name's Clementine through the messenger receiver. And then he's like, okay, then after the messages roll in, done beeping, he does not know that he does not know the walker of the babysitter isn't there waiting to get him. And what he does is it's crazy, really. He talks to Clementine. He asks for her name, and he asks if she's safe and where her parents are, because she does not know her parents She does not know her parents died. And okay, cool. Why not, right? And basically, Clementine and basically her undead babysitter launches at Lee, and of course she's scared because her undead babysitter came back from the dead. I think she was infected and did not tell her parents. Clementine knew this, and she went to her treehouse. I mean, she knew this from the get-go. And basically, she gives him a hammer, and he smashes his head in because she's a zombie, she's undead, and zombies don't feel pain unless you shoot them in the head. And then he becomes a guardian of Clementine. So there's this guy named Sean. There's this guy named Sean, and Chet, and they help. So they think Clementine is Lee's daughter, which is understandable because in the zombie apocalypse, it doesn't matter who your father is, as long as you keep him or her safe. It's fine, right? And then what happens is they help move the car, and Sean gives him a lift. And gives them a lift. And knowing that Lee just said he's some guy, he was being honest because he's just some guy who found Clementine all alone, and at the time she's 8, and she's an 8-year-old alone, and he's keeping an eye after her. They said Herschel's farm, and I like Herschel's farm. You gotta love the old guy, man. I mean, you gotta love Herschel. He runs a farm. He's like, I don't run a bed and breakfast. I'm like, of course he doesn't. He doesn't like guests staying for breakfast and all that. It's understandable in the zombie apocalypse you can't trust anybody. It's hard to trust somebody. And basically, what's happening is there's this foreshadowing. Well, Herschel doesn't think it's necessary to reinforce the barn, but Sean insists. Well, you can either agree with Herschel or agree with Sean. If you agree with Herschel, Sean will disagree because he just wants to reinforce the property to keep it safe. Going back in the comics, referring back to Walking Dead, he, so basically, Clementine and Lee stay in the barn, and that's that, right? Yes, that's that for now. And basically, they get up, they meet Kenny, and basically he calls his son Duck. And he asks why he calls his son Duck. And he's ducking or quacking, and he's dumb as a door handle. And Duck was like, "Dad, don't say that. I'm not dumb." He's just teasing his child. And so basically, you talk to Kenny, your new friend, and then you talk to Herschel. And after you help Sean cutting wood for the fence, so Sean is making a big mistake by letting a kid. He's making a mistake by letting a kid on the tractor just duck. He's Clementine's age. I think he's like 9 or 10, and I'm here being like, why is he in front of the tractor? And then after, because like when Herschel wraps up your leg at night, he throws a joke in there saying you might have to shoot him, but like I'm like, okay, that's fine, and basically it's fine. It's okay. It's definitely fine. But after Lee's leg gets taken care of, after they wake up, talks to Kenny and talks to Herschel, they hear Sean screaming, and okay, Sean, why are you screaming? I'm like, so I agreed to take Herschel's advice because I don't want to be a mean person. Because, you know, he's just an old man trying to look out for his family, like everyone does in the zombie apocalypse. It turns out the duck ran over his legs with the tractor. He should have moved out of the way, but, you know, slow reaction, it's just that. Because you're not going to have a fast reaction to someone running you over, because he just focused on reinforcing the fence. And basically, what generally happens is that what's happening. I can tell you what happens. So Sean's dead either way. If you try to help Sean, he dies regardless. I think scripted that he dies. And like Herschel, he's hurt obviously because he lost his only son, I think, and he kicks everyone out of the farm. He's like, "Get out of here and don't come back." And we don't know what happens to him. My theory is he dies because, or of course he shoots his son, and he takes care of his son by shooting him. Because you gotta destroy the brain, or else you come back. So I think he took care of his son before he turned, says goodbyes, and you buried him. You gotta give him a proper burial. If you have the body, just give him a proper burial to pay respects and stuff like that. And so they go to a drugstore after they leave. And the drugstore was owned by Lee's family, and basically his family has owned him for killing somebody, because, you know, out of anger. Because when you're angry, you go into kill mode. You just want to kill people and stuff. And basically, his family just owned him for killing the mayor. I'm like, I'm sorry, but if somebody if somebody does, if somebody slept with my fiance or wife, I'd be pretty pissed. But Lee, so basically, he got a photo of his family and he tore his photo off because he never talked to his family. His family never talked to him again, which is sad because I love the character that you play as. And then you go to a drugstore, and so this girl lets you in because you're about to get eaten by the walkers. And as the saying goes, what comes around goes around. So basically, they're saved by Carly and Doug. The choices will come later, and you go around, you pick up energy bars, you take care of people because you're a good man. And Larry, he's such an asshole. He's an asshole to Lee because he knows that he's a killer. But it does not matter because you've killed lots of things in the apocalypse. So it's normal to kill people that you don't trust. It's normal to kill people in the apocalypse because it's the living you gotta worry about. That's gonna come later. And moving on with this, basically, long story short, Glenn, his walkie-talkie, he tunes into Clementine. He connects him with Clementine. He's like, can you put your daddy on the phone, whatever? Because they always think she's his daughter. Because again, the zombie apocalypse, anyone can be a father figure. Lee is a father figure in her life because she lost her parents. And do I blame her? No. Do I blame her for wanting to look for her parents? No, I don't. Because she's a little girl wanting to look for her parents. And so there's this girl behind this hotel, and she's bitten, and she dies regardless. I'm like, I feel bad for her wanting to kill herself, but man, I think my stream got age restricted because it showed a suicide. Like, basically, if you give her the gun, it censors it, which I like, because killing oneself is a touchy subject, and I feel like that in the zombie apocalypse, it's just too much. She couldn't handle being bit, so if you say she can't have the gun, she'll fight you. She'll pick a fight with you, and she'll take the gun and she'll shoot herself. Or if you give her the gun, Lee closes his eyes, and because he doesn't want to see this, and basically he closes his eyes, and you can say God bless you, you can say goodbye, or you can just don't say anything. I say God bless you because I feel like that's the most respectful thing you can do in this situation. And then she pops herself, she dies. Okay, whatever, right? Zombie apocalypse. You don't want to be zombie apocalypse. Good is good, right? Good is done. And I say God bless you because I just want to be nice. And you got the gun, and Lee seeing this, he's distraught. But again, she was bitten, and there was nothing you could do about it. And her boyfriend came back and bit her. And yeah, after you leave the motel, after you clean up the walker bodies and all that, the dead walkers, I may add, the dead walkers, and basically, you come upon this farm. No, you stay at the motel, and then in the next chapter, this is good. This is really good. The next chapter is gore warning, if you don't like gory subjects, then you might want to put subtitles on and mute the screen. So basically, these two gentlemen, Danny and Andy, they come to the motel looking for gas. And they tell you about this dairy. And like, everyone's being naive because, you know, you gotta offer help when you can and pray that they're not bad. And you just gotta pray that the people are not bad, or you just gotta, yeah. You're like, man, these people are being way too nice. I'm like, okay, nice people, fair enough. Because, you know, you gotta rely on kindness of strangers. Because, you know, if you're low on food. And Danny and Andy say, hey, we have a dairy farm. Come with us. And obviously, you can't trust anybody in the zombie apocalypse. And so basically, this guy Mark and Lee, they go check out the place, and Carly, same with Larry and Lily, they both stay with Kenny and Kasha, and basically that's that. And obviously you don't want, so yeah, so basically it starts out with Mark and Lee hunting for food. They kill a walker, yada yada, go to a motel, and back to Andy and Danny. They seem so generally nice. I'm like, why are they being so nice to us? Is this a trap or something? So yeah, so at first I got a gut feeling. Like, if you have a gut feeling, you know it may be true. Because you cannot be too careful with the living. And basically, you go to a dairy farm. You stay with Larry, Lily. You stay with Larry, Lily, and Kenny and Kasha. The rest of the, so Ben or whoever you save. So it's gonna be Ben or Doug. It's gonna be Ben or Doug or Ben or Carly. Doesn't matter who you save. Same thing. It's gonna be the same outcome. So basically, what happens is you and Mark reinforce the fence, and Andy, he knows they're out there, and he decides to turn on the fence or leave the fence on when they're taking walkers out. And these bandits come and shoot Mark in the arm. This will be important later. And basically, Mark he's bitten. Oh my god, he wasn't bitten, but he could have survived. If he didn't go into the house, he would have survived. Just pull it out. Give him some antibiotics and be on his way and sew up the wound. But Mark goes into the house and he does not come back out. And you're thinking, what happened to Mark? Like, you're thinking, what on earth happened to Mark? I'm like, is he like, why is he not coming out of the house? Like, so you play as Lee and Mark just never comes out of the house. So you suspect that they're bad people, that they killed him or something. You suspect that he got infected by the wound and he died. And basically the mom says, hey, don't worry about Mark, he's in the room resting. And obviously that's suspicious because he hasn't came back out. And okay, I'm suspicious. What happened to Mark? So he asks her to wash his hands, because obviously that's not true, because he wants to investigate the house. And so he goes upstairs, and he tries to go down, and he hears, "Help, Lee, help!" He's like, "Help!" And it's Mark. He goes in the guest room, and Mark is not there. I'm like, okay. what the heck happened to Mark? I mean, obviously the mom lied, saying that he's in the room resting, and obviously he's not there, so she must be lying. I'm like, yeah, she is lying. You suspect that, because she said, oh, he's upstairs like on food and he's not in there. So you follow this extension cord, and basically when you investigate the house, you see that farmers have like lots of morphine and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a bad sign because they're dairy farmers, and why would they need that for humans? And then it clicks. He goes into his hidden room, and basically, Mark has his legs chopped off. He's in the bathroom legless, and Lee is horrified. He's like, man, what happened to your legs? And yeah, before that, it's a human slaughterhouse because they took Mark back there somewhere and they chopped his legs off and stuff like that. And basically, Lee finds out that they're cannibals. Obviously, if a human eats another human, they do not turn into a walker. Basically, yeah, definitely. He finds out they're cannibals, and Lee comes out. He's like, Mark is upstairs, legless. You're eating Mark, and you can either let Clementine. If you take a long time, so basically, if Clementine eats the meat, she'll say later, I ate a person, I'm going to turn into one of those things. That's not how it works. Because you have to be bitten or already have to die. You either have to be bitten or you either gotta die to come back. And basically, in this field, Mark is like, okay, cool, why not? And basically, Mark comes out later, legless. He's like, somebody help me, and he dies. And so basically, Lee's like, I'll kill you, and he gets knocked out. They go into his meat locker, and it's a bunch of salt licks in there. I'm like, okay, there's lots of salt licks. Cool, why not? And little do they know, so Larry has a heart attack. And he's like, okay, this is bad. And what Lee does is you can either help Carly, you can either help Lily, or you can help. So if you help Lily do CPR on her dad, like, he'll get his head smashed in. And if you help Kenny, you hold her back. But basically, it's good if you help Lily try to do CPR. I think he wasn't dead because he wasn't making a zombie noise and stuff. And I was helping Lily, and basically, Kenny killed Lily's father, Larry. Obviously, she's distraught, and so Clementine, seeing this, she's like, oh. So after Lee comes to and he's up in atoms, and basically, after he wakes up and he sees that Kenny smashes his head in, and Larry is dead. Larry wasn't going to survive because he had heart problems, and like, if someone has a medical condition, they're generally going to make the group weaker. They're certainly going to make the group weaker because, you know, if you have a survivor with a heart condition or some type of physical disability, like, all you can do is leave them behind if they fall behind because they're a lost cause. In this case, Larry is like he's like a 70-something-year-old man with the heart problems, and they probably took his nitroglycerin pills because he didn't give it, and Lily didn't give them. So they should have picked off Larry because he had heart problems. So basically, Lee and Kenny, they both go, and basically you have the option to kill the brothers, or you have the option to spare the brothers. Obviously, I spared them, because, you know, it's not worth killing them over. And if you kill them, Clementine, this affects the ending. This affects your ending, whether or not Clementine sees your fate or not. So you basically, yeah, you get the gist. Long story short, Lee dies, and I hate it because Lee's a good character. He's my favorite character of the Telltale. I feel like they killed him off because they killed him off for one thing only, because it's based off relationships. And Clementine and Lee, Lee became Clementine's father figure in her life because she didn't have one, like, throughout the game. And Lee, she looked up to Lee because, you know, he's just a good guardian. And seeing Lee die at the end of the game it just gets me. I cry every time. I just can't. I have to cry because, you know, he's such a good character that dies too soon. Also, if you chop off his arm, he does not die. It's too late. You can't save him. Which it's sad because, you know, good characters have to die at some point. This is The Walking Dead, and good characters get killed off all the time. It's just that. And no time left. And this is not exaggerating because Lee does not have time. And like, Lee, he's a freaking good character. I wish they didn't kill him off, but, you know, they did. I'm like, I mean, if they didn't kill him off, they'd be doing fan service, and Walking Dead does not do fan service. That's for sure. Which is good. And yeah. In the second game we play as Clementine. And she's older, and she's with Krista and Omin. And obviously Omin dies because, you know, this crazy woman, like, shoots him, and they're not having a baby together. I mean, they're married though. Of course, they're gonna have a kid together because they're married. I didn't do it, sister girl. Of course she did. Kills her. Kills her with no mercy. Yeah. So what else is going on here? I'm not in the mood. So one of the best cartoons, family comedy, is King of the Hill. I really like King of the Hill, and Mike Judge and Trey Parker Mike Judge did a good job of voicing Hank. Without Mike Judge, we wouldn't have a good voice of Hank. Obviously, we wouldn't have a voice of Hank. He would sound so different. And basically, my favorite quote from King of the Hill is, "That boy ain't right," because, you know, Bobby ain't right. I think it's from episode 1. Basically, my favorite episode. I like King of the Hill. Obviously, without Mike Judge voicing some of the characters, we won't have these iconic characters. Props to Mike Judge. I like him a lot. I watched this Beavis and Butthead. Like, I'm happy that Beavis and Butthead is in digital animation now. and they kept the animation style. Well, like so they kept the animation style, and which is good, because we need that. Of course, we do need that, because it's good. Yeah. How to? So basically, what I like about Hank Hill, he does not like. So when Bobby sees him shirtless, he wants to cover up. And I mean, he's his son, and he's a shirtless man. It's fine. I mean, it's not like he's fat or anything. Oh wait, yeah, he is. He's a fat man because he drinks beer with his friends in the alleyway all the time. I don't care what it is, I'm just gonna take it. Clutch right there. Did I trade out the right gun? No, I didn't. And talking about King of the Hill, so he does not like the topic of sex. He does not like the topic of anything that deals with relations. And obviously, I get it. He's a family man. He doesn't want to talk about those subjects. And when Bobby is curious about it, he just doesn't talk about it. He's a family man, and he wants to keep that type of subject off topic. So basically, his best friends are Boomhauer, Bill's divorce, and Boomhauer, voiced by Mike Judge. Because Mike Judge is a talented voice actor, and without him, we wouldn't have King of the Hill. God bless him. Bless him. Bless Mike Judge. I like his cartoons and what he done. I like his cartoons and shows and stuff. And so basically, Bill is divorced, and he's jealous. Well, he's a crush on Peggy, and and Peggy's not interested. He's loyal to Hank. She's loyal to Hank, because And Bill is creepy because he has a crush on Peggy, and obviously Peggy was not interested in Bill, and she's interested in Hank. And Hank scored with Peggy. And Hank is a neurourethra, and he doesn't like talk about that. He doesn't like talking about his medical stuff. I get it, urethra's neural, and neurourethra. I'm like, I'm not going into detail with that because I'm going to be educational for a minute. Basically, he cannot produce like marshmallow and stuff. I'm gonna call it marshmallow because YouTube will kick me off, but YouTube will age restrict me. I'm not gonna. It's educational, so it's good. And basically, Peggy couldn't conceive the child. Basically, luckily. So luckily, they had Bobby, good to go, and. There's a fan theory that Bill is actually there's a theory saying that Bill is actually Bobby's biological father, and the evil twist is Peggy used Bill's crush on her to conceive Bobby, which is not true. Because we see Peggy in the hospital giving birth to Bobby, so she's her biological son. He's her biological son. Thank God for that. God forbid Bill and Peggy have a son. Okay, now we go. So there was one episode where it deals with cults and all that. We'll talk about that episode as well. So basically, I think Luann is over the age of 21 because she buys beer and she was drinking the beer and she's sad because her friends don't like what she likes. And there was this girl and she's like, hey, what's your name? Luann. And she joins this jelly and jam company that turns out to be a cult. And it's sort of like, okay, why is she joining this cult? Because she wants to fit in. And basically all they do is eat rice and they can't go to the bathroom. So you have to pee, you gotta hold it, or until you go in your pants. Or you actually piss yourself, because like, you're not allowed to go to the bathroom. Because you go number 1 and number 2 before you joined us. Which is hilarious, because you know, it's freaking hilarious, because you know, you're not allowed to go to the bathroom. But like, you can go in there to brush your teeth, but you're not allowed to pee or poop and all that. Which is hilarious, to be honest. So basically, they're forced to sell jam and jelly products, because they sworn to sisterhood, which is bad, obviously. It's really bad. It's really bad because it's really, really, really bad. And basically, Hank finds this out, and she gets kicked out. And Peggy, being the narcissist she is, she begs them to let her back, but Luann did not want to come back. But you know, because of Peggy being an asshole, I'm pretty sure she's a narcissist because she brought her back. Narcissism, right? And anyway, so basically, all they do is eat rice, and you can't go to the bathroom. They restrict your bathroom privileges. They restrict your bathroom privileges. The reason why they do that is because, you know, it's controlling. Obviously, you can sneak away and go to the bathroom if you wanted to, but what's the fun in that, right? What's the fun in that? You peed and pooped. You went number 1 and number 2 before you joined the cult. So that's where it lies right there. I'm not even trying to beat my high score anymore. I'm just playing it for fun. I got commentary in the background. I'm not even trying about the actual game. I'll play one more game, then I'm going to end the stream. Anyway. So, I think Luann joined the cult because she did not know it was a cult. Because everyone's name in the cult, their name's Jane. Everyone's name there is Jane. They were the same thing. They were forced to eat rice and only rice. Basically, the leader, obviously, she can do what she wants. She takes the jelly, she puts it on a muffin, and she eats it in front of her like followers. I'm like, man, that was not nice. Because everyone's hungry. To draw everyone out, they fanned meat. Of course. It deals with the cult. Hey, do you know about that cult? We're not a cult. We're an organization. Yeah, this is it. My mind was like, oh my gosh. What the? Obviously, being the person she is, gotta draw the line. So another good episode is where I never liked Con Hill because he's always an asshole to Hank, and he always makes fun of his near urethra and all that, and so basically, so we gotta talk about Nancy and John Rencorn. In the early seasons, Nancy had been having an affair with John Rencorn because obviously she thinks Dale doesn't love her anymore. So basically, in a newer season, she actually falls in love with Dale all over again, and basically, she did not have Dale in her life. Which is good. Another good cartoon is South Park. And basically, I like South Park. I haven't watched it in a while because, you know, I've seen all the new episodes. I've seen all the Paramount Plus originals, but if it's going to be exclusively on Paramount Plus, I'm going to binge watch the newest season on there. And basically, so it's about Eric Cartman, Kenny, and stuff like that. Kyle, and you can't. Cartman, Kyle, Kenny, and someone else. So it's Kyle, Cartman, Kenny, and I forgot his other name. But basically, Cartman, I mean, it's about 4th to 5th graders, man. It's about 5th graders at this point. They were 5th grade at that point. At this point. And it's a show for adults. And if you're thinking South Park is for kids, it's not for kids. Parents always seem, oh, it's about 4th to 5th graders. It's for kids. It's not for kids. Thank gosh it's not for kids. Because like a show that says South Park's adult animation. In the early seasons, like basically in the early seasons, Kenny got killed off almost every single episode. So basically, how the joke came to be is pretty funny. So the creators, Matt and Trey Parker, I think they're brothers or something like that. So basically what they did is they had a friend named Kenny. It's based off the real friend named Kenny. And every time he didn't show up for school, they always joked that he died. And basically, there was a season where Kenny actually died to extend the joke, but but Kenny is not. So basically, Kenny hasn't died in the newer seasons, thank gosh, because, you know, and also, I like that South Park on Paramount Plus is not censored. So I think that I'm happy that TVMA programs are not censored that much anymore. Because the little demon is not censored. Because, you know, because the mom gets nude and she swallows something and all that. That's a ritual. I'm happy that they're less strict of his team at TVMA, LSV. It's good. Anyway, back to South Park. So basically, so Cartman's mom always made adult films with people. Basically, so Cartman's mom is unisex. Basically, she was born unisex, so she has both male and female parts. And Cartman did not know that she was his father, and which was a plot twist because I did not know that when I first when I was binge watching the show. I got like all the episodes recorded, but like, okay. He's got a parent alert. I'm not actually saying that. Anyway, so South Park and his obviously to pay for the stuff. She's like, oh, come here with me. Thank gosh she does not do that anymore. Thank gosh she does not do that anymore, because that'd be bad. One thing led to another, and Cartman's mom.
Fetch me their swords.
Carmen's mom be like, maybe I'll pay for it my own way. No. And I think one of the creepiest episodes was Shelly was dating a 20-year-old, and obviously that's like definitely a predator. She was dating a predator basically, because why would a college student date a kid? I don't know. So basically Shelly, a fifth to sixth grader, was dating a 20-year-old, and obviously that's not good, because 20-year-olds don't have developed brains, but they know better. I'm an immature 20-year-old. Yeah, it does not matter. That's not matter, punk. You're still dating a kid. So, and I think one of the messed up episodes when Chef dies, basically Chef's voice actor, I think he did a really good job, but I really think Chef's demise was too gory, because like he got mauled to death. Like, I'm like, that's a way to go, but you know. Chef is no longer on the show because the voice actor, they quit. Now they have somebody working as a chef. Obviously, they edited his audio together and make him sound bad. Obviously, my favorite South Park character is Chef, but it's sad to see him go. But you know, the voice actor had enough, so I don't blame the voice actor for wanting to leave the show. And Matt and Trey Parker respected that, so they killed him off. The demise was sad, but. No death in the mize, though. We need the Chef's demise. I never knew I grew. I've grown so attached to a cartoon character. So basically, a cartoon character I've grew attached over the years is like. Feel free to roast me in the comments, but so one of my favorite like little kids cartoons is My Little Pony. Yeah. Basically, so I don't know why, but I get attached to characters. I don't know if that's just me or we've always had that one character we get attached to. So my cartoon character I've gotten attached to was like Archer's mom, starring Mallory Archer from Archer, and I got too attached to her. I was thinking maybe they'll replace the voice actress, and I respected they didn't replace the actress, and I respect that they did not replace the voice actress, and I'm happy that they didn't do that, because you know that would be disrespecting the legacy of the voice actress, and mad respect. Like I grew attached to that character, and I don't know why I'm attached, but I knew Miss Archer was not a good mom by any means, but she still cared for Archer, and I think he got his alcoholism from his mom and stuff. But I don't know. Just I love that character, and I'm happy they didn't bring her back for the 13th season. And mad respect for them killing off the mom. That'll be Mother's legacy. Also, another character I really got attached to in Archer was Woodhouse. I mean, the voice actor also passed away, and they killed him off. Because you know, I'm happy that they did not replace the voice actor. Because you know, God forbid they do that. So they killed off Woodhouse, and Archer was in a coma, and he dreamed that Woodhouse passed away, but that was true. And of course he was sad. Even though he abused the shit out of him, he was still family. And obviously, like, Miss Archer was like, hey, do not, he's like, he thinks he's people. I'm like, bruh, Archer, he's your butler. Like, one day he's not going to be around, and you're going to regret it. I mean, now he regretted it. I mean, he abused the shit out of him. I'm gonna have to get a Miss Archer like action figure and a Woodhouse action figure from Amazon, because I really like those characters. They're my favorite characters. I'm too bad they're not on the show anymore. But, you know, rest in peace to the folks who voiced them, and to the characters. Switching gears now, but I really don't. I mean, I really like the voice actor who plays Archer, but I really don't like the character. I do like the character, at the same time I don't, because he's always like I think since his mom died, like he has been more drunk in the show. I'm like, okay, why not? I get it, he's drinking on a mission, but like, come on, man. I know this is an adult show, but I feel like if he quit alcohol, I think he'd be more likable. Because on the first episode of season 13, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna drink anymore. I'm gonna be a new man." But he didn't keep his word because he's still drinking. I'm like, okay, cool. he did not keep his word on this. He's Archer, of course he's not going to keep his word. So basically, as far as kids cartoons go, I like SpongeBob. Like, it's like one of those shows that gets better with age. I feel like they should have ended the show at season 10, but you know, Steven Hillenburg, rest in peace to Steven Hillenburg, but they were disrespecting him. Because as soon as he passed away, the sequels came. I'm like, if he was still alive, like, there would not be any sequels. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the Patrick Star Show or the Camp Coral adaptation, but Nickelodeon makes too many sequels, and I like SpongeBob, the original show, but I really don't like the spin-offs. Like, I quit watching the Patrick Star Show after the 7th episode of the season. Don't blame me for it. But you know, SpongeBob is on season 13, and I feel like that my favorite episodes where they brought back the villains. Like, they brought back the Strangler from the early season. I think from season, it was either season 2 or 3. They brought back the Tattletale Strangler. They brought back Nosferatu. I mean, Nosferatu was already brought back in a new with the Night Shift. He was already brought back, but I'm happy they brought him back again. They brought back the Flying Dutchman. They brought back the iconic Mermaid and Barker Boy villains. Rest in peace to their voice actors. That's why they're not on the show anymore. I'm happy they didn't replace the voice actors. What else? They brought back every single villain and Captain Pipsqueak. Of course, Plankton gets the role, gets the villain role, and he wanted vengeance. He wanted the secret formula, and Mermaid Man, Man-Ray, being like, he's like, this is not a recipe for world domination. It's a recipe for a sandwich. So he gave Mr. Krabs his formula back because it's not for world domination. Basically, Man-Ray came back dozens of times in the newer seasons, but I'm happy they brought him back and kept having Captain Pipsqueak. Obviously. Thank gosh, Man-Ray does not want Krabby Patties. It's Krabby Patties! Oh. Yes, of course. So my favorite episode is Band Geeks from Season 2. I'm like, okay, Seasons 1 through 5 are the best, in my opinion, because I like the Golden Age of SpongeBob. Like, that's where it hits right. And, I do watch the newer episodes. They're completely okay. I like them. They're completely fine. Like, I don't have a problem with it. And yeah, of course, it's fine. What else? This is not a recipe for world domination. It's a recipe for a sandwich. Sorry about that, Mr. Krabs, but this is not. We want world domination, not a sandwich. So basically, Plankton tricks people into helping him get the secret formula. So one of my favorite episodes from the newer seasons is where Plankton plans a prison break, and SpongeBob works at the police at the prison, at the Bikini Bottom jail, to keep an eye on Plankton. obviously they give him a training baton, which doesn't hurt him. It's a blow up baton, an inflatable baton, which is, you know, it's for the best because SpongeBob cannot be trusted with a real baton. He cannot be trusted. It's for the best. And which is fine, of course. And SpongeBob, he is the most. SpongeBob is not annoying. He's a lovable sponge. A lovable sponge. I hate sponges. He's an underwater sea cucumber. I need that double tap, root beer, Mountain Dew, Fanta. I need. Yep, I'll get cornered because I don't have double tap root beer. Sure, I shall. I'm gonna die here. Okay, disregard the runner and just grab your perks. Honestly, me talking does not help me concentrate, but I'm not upset. I'm happy that I'm doing commentary while playing the game. I'm related to a game because, you know, it makes it interesting. You know, my last quick revive up in here. Bye, quick revive. Die. So I got 86 headshots. What I was saying is, Plankton broke out of prison, and SpongeBob informs Mr. Krabs, "Hey, Plankton's planning on a breakout from prison." He's like, "Yeah, we'll be ready for him." Yeah, Mr. Krabs is like, "Hey, we'll be ready for him. Don't you worry. We'll be ready. We'll be ready for Plankton." She's like, SpongeBob's like, "You sure?" Yeah, we'll be ready. We'll be ready for him." So he takes out his safe and he puts a fake formula and he hides the cops in the safe. And it's definitely not cool. Okay. Subscribe if you enjoying this stream. What time is it? It's almost 10. Let's there we go. That'll be fine. Okay. Wake me up, 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 wake me up. Yeah, I can have, this is my breather. Like a sigh of relief as I insta-kill. Just have a sigh of relief right here. And the high rounds, just spray them down with your bullets. With the insta-kill, it doesn't matter. Like after this round, yeah, this round's over, basically. I'm gonna go grab a new gun. I'm gonna swap out my elimination, get a new gun, and pack punch it, unless I get a teddy bear. Come on, a different gun. We're going with these two guns for the next round. I'm aware I might blow myself up. I'm aware I might blow myself up here. I mean, I'm doing this for fun. I might blow myself up here, but I don't really care. Duh. I don't really care about killing at this point. I'm just caring to have fun. I'm trying to beat my high score, but at the same time, I'm gonna try and focus on the game here while I do some commentary. Honestly, I'm doing this for fun. I honestly just do it for fun. I don't really do it for views and all that. Like, I mean, so tomorrow my drawing video will drop, and I will link my DeviantArt on that video because I made a drawing video, and yeah, because they seem to be popular on my channel, and yeah, I think promoting my I need to hoard up a bunch of zombies so I can blow them up with I want to blow them up real bad. Blow these zombies up. Blow these zombies up. Run away and I should be careful, don't blow myself up. Oh. Yeah, I should probably stop before I blow myself up. But I'm probably not gonna beat my my record. I'm fine with that. It just this is all about me attempting. Also, if you cannot maneuver, don't get the drop. I'm like, also max ammos are precious on the high rounds, but if we can't get the insta kill or max ammo, try to maneuver the zombies to get it. If you can't get it, let it disappear. It's not worth going through the horde to get it. It's not worth it. Let's see if we can get a nuke so I can speed this round up. I don't need a double points in this point of the game. I'll tell you, the more points I get, the better. Try not grape soda. Try not to get cornered now. You know, why the heck not? Why the heck not? At this point, why not? Tell me to try not to blow myself up. I'll go get another weapon so I can pack-a-punch it later. I'm swapping out my Ultra. It has become... When did this become a every pack-a-punch challenge? When did this become a every guns pack-a-punch challenge? Like, I'm not trying to pack-punch every gun in the stream. It's like, it went from to just attempting for my record to nothing. 21. 21. 9 plus 10 equals 21, and there's proof. There's proof of that. And I got proof! You remember I think the 9 plus 21 kid is all grown up, I think. He's all grown up. I wonder where he is now. Where the 21 kid is now. What's 9 plus 10? You stupid. No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? 21. 9 plus 10 is 21, and there is proof. Blew myself up. I don't care anymore. If I die, I die. It is what it is. So, if you enjoyed the stream, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next weekend, the next time I stream.